what I used to call the doorman fallacy, which is you go to a hotel and you say, how much do you pay your doorman? They give you a figure, which is probably in the sort of low six figures, and you then explain, you define the doorman's role as opening the door, you replace the doorman with an automatic door opening mechanism, you lay claim to all the cost savings that result, and you walk away not being held remotely responsible for any of the value destroyed. Because, of course, in reality, a doorman does far more than just open the door. They hail taxis, they recognize regular customers, they provide a measure of security, they provide a measure of status to the hotel. And, you go back, the hotel doorman's been replaced by an automatic door operating mechanism. 5 years later, you discover the rack rate's fallen off a cliff, there are vagrants asleep in the entrance of the hotel, their most regular, guests have actually deserted them, but none of the people who managed to justify their existence with the initial reduction in cost are ever held responsible for that. That falls to somebody else to clear up the mess. An example of the doorman fallacy would be the excessive promotion of self-checkout tills in supermarkets. As an option, they're pretty good. I'm in a hurry, there's a bit of a queue, I'm only buying 5 things, I'll scan myself. What then happens is the finance people notice that it's cheaper to serve someone by getting them to do the work than it is to provide a till operative, and so it goes from being an option to more or less an obligation. And in the case of supermarket self-checkout, one massive profusion of shoplifting. There were supermarkets who, a bit like Jesus, were selling more onions than they were actually buying until people discovered that people were checking out avocados and pretending they were onions. If you think about it, it's impossible to do a large family shop if you have to check it out yourself. Now, the alternative to that, of course, is self-scanning, which would work really brilliantly if only humans had 3 hands.